Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news and all the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari cannot punish me because he is an accidental president, says Ayodele Fayose. The former governor of Ekiti State and who is also an active member of People's Democratic Party, Peter Ayodele Fayose, has reacted to a comment made by the president's advisor on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina. Peter Ayodele Fayose on his tweet on Twitter replying to what Femi Adesina said on his page on Facebook after he alleged that the president will not punish Governor Ñtål and Ayodele Peter Fayose because President Muhammadu Buhari is a father who is ready to tolerate many children. Before his post on Facebook, Governor Ñtål, who has always been speaking against the president, vindicated him after the president paid Rivers State billions of naira, who was money for federal works done by the state governor. After Femi Adesina posted this on Facebook, Peter Ayodele Fayose responding to this said, "The president cannot punish them because he is an accidental president who is not only clueless but also unconscious of things that are happening around him." He said Mr. Femi Adesina should not wake up the sleeping president from sleep. Wow. As he will be confronted with the consequences. You know, this is the talk. They said, according to Peter Ayodele Fayose, he said, "Femi Adesina, do you realize I have been quiet for a while?" And Ayodele Fayose said, having concluded that Buhari's presidency is deaf and dumb, so don't wake a sleeping lion so as not to confronted with consequences you cannot contend with. He said a man who cannot defend or protect his immediate family is not in any way better than an effigy. If not, those around him won't be talking about a president punishing serving governors or even ordinary Nigerians as if they are his servant. And Fayose said on the comments by my brother and friend, at Femi Adesina on the president not dealing with myself and Governor Wike, President Buhari, in my own opinion, is an accidental president who is not only clueless but unconscious of happenings in his own presidency. You know, and according to Femi Adesina said that it came like a bolt out of the blue. Early this week, Rivers State Governor Ñtål issued an advertisement which went in a completely different direction compared to what he had always said of President Muhammadu Buhari. The Wike we knew was either usually carrying wolf where there was none, alleging that the federal government wanted to kill him or claiming that he was not answerable to the central government of Abuja in any way, or even pontificating that the president and his political party, the All Progressive Congress APC, had failed the country in diverse ways. If not for the maturity and the avuncular attitude of President Muhammadu Buhari to all state governors, it would have been easy for one to conclude that he and Wike were enemies. And there was also the then Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose, who had formed a tag team with Wike in the anti-Buhari tendency. The president could have dealt with them in many ways, either overtly or covertly, but he let them be. He was a father ready to tolerate his many children, irrespective of their different idiosyncrasies, propensities, and predilections. A couple of weeks back, the Federal Executive Council, of which President Buhari is the chairman, had approved the refund of 148 billion naira to 5 states in the country for repair of federal road, and this included River State, Cross River, Bayelsa State, Ondo State, and AÇN State. Wow, so guys, what is your own take about it? The reality is that we all know that Ayodele Fayose does not even know how to talk. But when you look at what he said, he's definitely saying the truth. What he said has a very big meaning. It has a very big meaning. But at the same time, I don't blame Femi Adesina, for supporting his president. Because they said, whoever you work with, you have to be in support of them. Because that's the person that is feeding you. And exactly what Femi Adesina is doing. Exactly what he's doing. You know, people were saying that did anyone see that sentence? He was a father ready to tolerate his many children. That is according to Femi Adesina. Using words which denote past tense. Does it mean he is no more a father ready to? Does that confirm that he is no more? Or clueless and accidental as denoted by Mr. Ayodele Fayose? This statement has a big meaning, trust me. It has a meaning in such a way that you will think that, oh, it is true. President Muhammadu Buhari is no more. Is no more. The one that we have in AÇN Rock right now is the fake President Buhari that we know before. That is a fake President Muhammadu Buhari. You know, people were saying that, Fayose, my man, you are one of the people who made me to love Yorubas. They said this Adesina is a compound fool. Fayose has receded out of public consciousness, only to be brought back by Adesina in a bid to impress him paymaster. Fayose is definitely right. Fayose is my man, any day, anytime, because he sees the truth and say it. Although saying that he is looking for popularity, he reminded that Fayose is very popular. Exactly. He is already popular. He won governorship election many times, and many of you criticizing him cannot win ward elections in their local government. So I would say that people should stop criticizing Fayose. Trust me. They said, so Nigerian President Buhari is sleeping without waking up. No wonder Nigeria looks like this. I trust in Nnamdi Kanu. This is why Nigerians had an accident, economic, road, power, freedom of speech, good leadership, good elections are all dead. Many people are dead with the accident of Boko Haram, kidnappers and cowboys. Can a dead man punish who is alive? The answer is no. Buhari is dead and buried. Mr. Ayodele Fayose, I always love this man talk because he used to talk truth, but Nigerians hate him because of his truth. In addition, Buhari na expired and dead man who cannot do without engineers. Nigerian youth, if we can have this type of man in each state, our lives will not be like this and nobody will be maltreating us like this. Only East provide Kanu as the defender. Northern West provide Ayodele Femi Obasanjo, but Northern remains zero performance in every state. And they said, can you see some people are going against Ayodele Fayose? What does criticism have to do with age? If you knew Buhari is old to be criticized, he should leave the public office. For those who can tolerate the criticism, because any government that fails must be criticized. Exactly. That is just the reality about it. Any government that fails must be criticized. If a government is not acting the way it's supposed to act, if Nigerians are not satisfied with such government, definitely such government must be criticized. And exactly what is going on right now. Even the people in the government are even criticizing President Muhammadu Buhari. You can imagine this. You can imagine. May God help us. May God help us. And at the same time, people were saying that the money President Buhari gave to Rivers State, is it a gift? Is it not money spent on behalf of Buhari's federal government? They said, Ayodele Fayose, keep on. Keep on, Buhari. We know that Buhari is no more anymore. We know that the one that we have on the government right now is the fake President Muhammadu Buhari. So may God help us. So guys, what do you think? What is your own take about this? Your comment is highly appreciated. And kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, we want to say a very big thank you to you for subscribing. We say God bless you. If you're yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below. And also please don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever we upload news, you will always be the first person to watch our latest news. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. God bless you once again. Have a wonderful day. Bye.